friends, welcome back. Welcome. I just thought I would do a video here. It is the end of November, and we're getting ready for the new planner and journal system. And I thought that bears walking through everything not everything, but most everything I've used this year, just to kind of refresh my brain, kind of share with you guys what I have used, what's worked for me, and then so I can start to make my final decisions for next year. So this is my stack, and this is what I've been using pretty much for the last 6 months of the year at least. Pretty consistently. There's been a couple that I've put in and out. I had a little 30-day planner that I used, and that was from like Walmart that I ended up using. And then it's just really hard for me to have that. I needed to reference notes, but anyway, I'll get into all that as I go. But I just wanted to share this because if you guys are like me and you really try not to overthink your situation, your planner situation, but you just love all the journals, the creativity, as well as you want something that keeps you focused and on point. I get it. So do I. And so that's why I wanted to share. But first off for me is I really had to take into account like my lifestyle and how that affects, because that really does affect your planners. I travel a lot. So because of that, I really have to keep that in mind. So for those of you guys who are new and don't know, I live out of resorts. So almost 2 years ago now, we sold our home and everything we own, except for like heirlooms, let the kids hold on to those. And then my kids, and then my husband and I have been traveling and living out of resorts for the last almost 2 years. Like I said, it'll be 2 years in January. And so because of that, and because I'm packing up every two to 4 weeks to move to another location, I need something like this that's super easy. I need a book-bound system. I do have one spiral in here, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But so I just encourage you guys to take account of your lifestyle. If you're home all the time, then then I recommend discs. I love discs, but or a bigger planner this size. So really, it's whatever you want, whatever works for you. So again, that's why I have all the book systems here. So we're going to move this over to the side, and I'm going to start with these two. Actually, this wasn't in my pile, but I wanted to share it. This is the commonplace, and it's the standard size. These are both from Sterling Ink, and this is the monthly notebook, and this is the Hobonichi week size, and this is the standard TN size, and this is what I used for work for the till March, April. How late? I think April is when I stopped. May. I set up in May and I set up in June. So pretty much through June, I was using this. I'll show you guys one page, but I'd really just time block everything. I even put my little to-do list down here, but I time block everything that I need to do. Different meetings. I was doing different posts. This is really how I used it, and I loved it. What I found is that I had too many books and I wanted to condense, so I ended up condensing it down. I used the back pages for projects and ideas for trainings and different things that I did, and that really, really helped. These are things I wanted to film. As you can see, I even incorporated, I just kind of use this for everything, for content and for work and for everything, and it worked really, really well. So I know I just need one major work planner, and with supplements for personal life, because I did like having like my lists for personal life. So I ended up using this, like I said, I set up through about June, and I used it pretty consistently, and I loved it. And I did use the first bit of this. This is how I set up the front part, and I used the first bit of this for goals and things, and I did refer back to them. I loved her goal sessions. I'll show you one page I didn't use to kind of share with you guys. So like this here, this is how it was. And I use this for goals and for a lot of tracking and different things as well. So I find that the Sterling Ink planners, they work great for me. I also really, really love this size. It doesn't have a big footprint, doesn't take up a lot of space on my desk. And so I just absolutely loved it. So that's what I used for the first half of the year. And then I moved into another one. I'll show you that in a moment. But I wanted to show you, this one is just the monthly insert. And I've actually ripped out the back pages. There's notes in there. You guys can see I've cut them out and to add them into another planner, because I don't waste anything. I just reuse it. But I ended up using this as my travel pre-schedule plans. It's very thin. I mean, obviously it was a little thicker than this, but not much. And I would just keep this in the front zipper pouch of my backpack that had my computer in it. And I just kept all of my travel plans in here. So everything that I've done for the year, I would just write down the different locations that I stayed and when I was switching, and it was just super simple like that. It was just ink and pen. I mean, ink. It was just pen. It was a little marker in some of them. But it's falling apart because I ripped out the pages in the back to reuse because I didn't use them this year. So I really love having this, and I love having something like this in my pouch, just because when I'm on the airplane with my husband, and usually that's when we will do a lot of focus time because we're away from our computers, and we'll do a lot of time about traveling, where we want to go, what we want to do. And I like to see what we already have planned. And I like having just the thin little notebook I can pull out. So I use this for quite a bit the first part of the year. And then I really decided to condense down and put them and use these two. I did start one of these in January as well. And then I repurposed it. It got spilled, so I repurposed it. But I end up using this for my personal planning. I love it. And I repurposed my week section. My monthly sections. And that's pretty much what I did as well. I would write down where we were staying ahead of time. And so I ended up repurposing this. And this was what I would use for all of that. So where I was going, where I was staying, my hair cutting appointment. This is all my forward planning is here. And I really enjoyed that. And then the weeks days were where I would use, like I just showed you guys, it's really just like all my personal planning, like even the hurricane prep, like everything that I did for my personal life. I really enjoyed this. And so that's what I ended up using this for. And more than that, I started using this more for my trackers as well. I did use this all in 2023 and I did love it. But then I'm on a health and wellness journey. And so I marked my weeks up here, the weeks of each month. And then I was writing down my weight loss. I'm writing down my steps. And then I have dots here for different workouts that I was doing. I put a dot on the weekends when I was doing like weights, or if I went to like a Pilates class or something like that. So I've dotted ahead of time because these are ones I have planned to go to. All right, in the back here, I will show you guys how I was setting it up. I didn't do this. I only did this starting when did I start? August? Yeah, August. So I put in the notes section, I put in these. I had these from Highland Bird. I'll try to link below where I got these from, but I intended to use these for like workouts and things, and I just never ended up using them. And then I just used these for the monthlies in the back. And how obviously I have my resort plans in here as well. But I just used one of these little tip-ins like this from Mandy Lynn Plans. I love it. I think it's so pretty. And then I just use it. You guys have probably seen some setups here, but this is like my meal planning section, my clothing section. And then I have, this is my purchasing section here. And then I have different things that I wanted to buy there. And then these are my trackers. These are planners these are videos that I have done. I intended to do way more, you guys, but I'm trying to at least do one a week, which I'm doing okay, because this one will come out. I'm going to put this on the 24th. This is the 23rd when I'm filming it. So, I'm doing okay. And then I was trying to keep track of my personal Instagram, where I'm trying to be more present on that as well. And then I have for just the holidays, I have like my Thanksgiving lists, my Friendsgiving. I'm doing a Friendsgiving meal as well. So I'm just starting to kind of pre-prep different things as well. And I've already started to set up for December. And then I decided I didn't know if I wanted to continue to use this in December or use a new one. But I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with this one. And I'm probably, knowing myself, will replan this in the next one. But yeah, I just really love this ability to check in the back and check everything. I just like it. I've kind of preset this up. You guys can see. And this is my shopping list. It's not usually this big, but I also have in my list, I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I have like makeup and clothing items and different things that I have purchased. I had to purchase new suitcases this month, and so I allocate funds for that. So I just kind of use it for all of that. I will put in some Christmas pages back here as well. So I just really love this a lot. And then in the back of it here, I have like, these are like some of my goals I ended up putting in here as well. And then I have like my little year in review. This is from Highland Plans, I think. I use the My 100 just to swatch my Tombow collection. I have more than this I need to add to it, but it was just really nice. So when I am doing like a sticker, whatever sticker spread I want, I can kind of find ones that, match that area. So that's what I was using that for. I haven't used this at all. I use this to keep track of my football schedule. Yeah, it's a really sucky year for my team. And then in the back on these pages here, I just ended up putting my Bible notes. This was actually in here, and I moved it into here. But just so I have my Bible readings with me, because you guys, when I'm traveling, these were what I had all the time with me in my bag. Whereas I wouldn't have, these would be in my suitcase or something, but it wasn't convenient and easy to access. Okay, and then I ended up moving in my work planner into the common, this is the common planner full year. And I did pretty much backfill, I think, a lot of stuff. I don't, hang on, let me see. Yeah, I have my, my goals in the front here. I moved over. I'm a very goal-oriented person, so I have a lot of that, and I have like travel plans and things as well. And that's what, so all my goals and different things are in the front of this. And then I ended up using the pages, the weeklies here for work. I did move over. I started using them for personal, personal notes in the first few, like you can see here, just personal stuff. Oh, this is a monthly. Oh, these are monthlies. Let me go to the, a weekly. Oh, I didn't use that week. Let me see. So like here, I was using it for personal first, and this was in June. And then in July, I started using it for my work, and just kind of moved over, and I consolidated all my work in here. And then in the back pages, I really just used it for Bible notes and different, like I've used like running to-do lists. And then more than that, I even had my trackers back here. And then I just started using it really for my Bible study and Bible notes. And then I had like a running to-do list if I needed that. And this worked really well. So I ended up kind of condensing everything into one. And I did like it a lot. So that's kind of how I used it here. You can kind of see I've stayed very consistent with a lot of the tracking. And I'm going to go ahead and finish this throughout the year. So even though I've been in other planners and other things, I even set up a new one of these to use for the last part of the year. I haven't used it. I want to just go back and finish it in here. So I'm going to use the rest of November and then December in here with my work planning and my Bible study and personal notes in the back. So that's kind of what I have going on here. Now let's move into my journaling. Well, back to this one. Let's go back to my spiral. I find for work, everything for me is pretty much online. I do love to have the work schedules. Here, I'll show you like I'm talking about like this. I do like to have this and have it for a work, like to see it, but I don't always need this. And so obviously this is the week I'm filming. I haven't used it at all this week, but I like to have it when I need it. And I like to write my top couple of whatever. So I do really like having that. But what I find for work, honestly, is I just need a notebook like this. I do a lot of trainings, and I just need notes that for me to scribble down my trainings. And you can see my grandkids wrote in here. But, I just write down trainings and different notes and thoughts and outlines for what I'm training on. And I do really like the top coil because it takes up a smaller footprint. So when I'm on the desk, I can just kind of go like this. Was a training schedule. I just go like this and I can just write. It doesn't take up like the full book page, and it works for me. And then I just drew in some monthlies in the back to kind of write out different, like my different training schedules. And I really love just having a notebook and just having that ability this is like my 4th one this year. So I just love that. I love having the spiral bound, the top. It just works really, really well for me. And I just get these at TJ Maxx or Marshalls or, wherever I can find them. I think I got this at TJ Maxx. Oh, the tag's not on here anymore, but I'm pretty sure I got this at TJ Maxx. And then I just tab some sections that I need to go back to refer. And so with my online schedule for work and just having note pages, that works really well for me, which is why when I wanted to use the week's pages, I was using this, but then the note pages in the back, they were really just Bible study. You can see what I was reading, Anyway, it was just, that's what I was studying. So anyway, that was working super well for me. So I ended up, like I said, switching these two really into these two and keeping this consistent. And this was really what I was using for all of my planning, not most of it, all of it. That's what I was using. I had to-do lists and different things, but that's what I was using. Now, these two are my journals. I'm a journaler as well because when I'm so goal-oriented that I like to be able to check up on myself and my goals. And so what I was doing here, this is really more of a creative journal, but this was a journal. I'm not going to show any pages. I apologize, but I'm going to show you guys a blank page. How's that? November. I didn't use it for this. I didn't write in here. All I was doing is I had these cute little wacky holiday, and I put those down, and then I would just journal and touch base as needed for my for my different goals and different things like that. And I've used it for some, and some of them I haven't. And you guys, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with empty pages. But I wanted to show you guys a week. I really used it in August. I can't show that. Oh my goodness. I really used it. Here's a blank week I didn't use. So I just love the setup of this, you guys, the this week section, and then you have your week at a glance, and then you have your daily pages. And this is plenty of space for me to journal. I don't feel overwhelmed. It's just perfect for me. And also I love the fact that, you know, it's the same size as my weeks. It's just a little tiny bit bigger because it goes to the edge, but it's the same size. So is the sterling ink. So I just love having that same size, that ability to just have the same size. So this was a great journal, and I've started just to throw these in my bag now. So I have these two when I travel in my when I'm on airplanes, I should say. And I have really enjoyed that. So the Hobonichi Cousin, I started the year out with a regular size, like the full year. And it just gets too bulky for me, and I don't enjoy it. And so I ended up splitting it up and getting the Avec, and I redid the first half of the year in the first one. And this is the second part of the year. And I'm really just using, and I haven't done, you guys, I don't give myself any slack. If I don't do it, I don't do it. But this was a double month because it's also in the other one, but I have this extra kit. So I just filled it out just for fun. But I love to write my gratitude in here. That's how I've been using it. And then on the weeks, I've just been memory planning, to be honest with you. Just doing memory planning, very low key, very easy, however I wanted to do it. And it's just been a lot of fun. And like I said, I don't force myself to do it. I just do it when I want to do it. And then the daily pages, I think I'm going to show, I want to show I have my grandkids in here, but I'll kind of go like this. Just you can see the photos behind. But I've just been using it for like a couple photos a day and then journaling about those photos. I get a lot of, mostly it's my grandchildren, guys. I get a lot of photos from my daughter-in-laws and my sons about my grandkids. You can kind of see over here too, I have more. And so I just end up printing them out and sticking them on the page. So I am behind. I have to do September and October and November. But this is something that my grandkids actually love to do with me. I have a little black and white printer here that I just print out. They love to help me pick out the pictures and put them down on the pages. So I just kind of pre-prep the pages. You can see here, I didn't do a picture on these 2 days, but normally I just kind of pre-prep the pages with the journaling kit. And then I come back in and we'll put the pictures down and I'll write about the picture. And that's all that I do. But I really enjoy it. It's creativity time, and it's something that I really, really enjoy. And so it's just, you know, as long as I'm enjoying it, I don't pressure myself. Like I said, I'm way behind, but on Thanksgiving, I will be doing and getting caught up with all these pages. And then my grandkids love to look through these books. They love it so much. So yeah, that's what I have going on. Let me stick this. This is a pencil board from Excel Mama Plans. So that's what I have been doing for this year. I've just been having, these are my, sorry, not this one. These are my journals. It's my photo album, to be honest with you, and it's just memory planning in the front because it's just something I enjoy. And then this is my journal and check-in, and then this is my work and my Bible study and my personal on the go. And it's just been really, really great for me. This is what I have really enjoyed. It's what I have stuck with, and it's what I'm going to continue to stick with through the end of December. I'm going to use this situation here. So I'm about to travel for 2 weeks, and I will be taking these with me. This will stay, but these will go with me. And so I will end up taking these, or I will take an insert. I do love to use blank inserts. Here's my standard tan. I have like blank journals like this one from, this is just a 64-page notebook from Sterling Ink. And I will do like a little travel pages in this, and then I will end up using these to supplement like in here or in whatever. No, normally I would have these, so I wouldn't take this, and I would just take those. So it's what has worked really well for me this year, you guys. I have loved it. I've loved it quite a bit, and it's kept me on track. It's kept me going, and I just keeps me focused and on my goals and on everything that I need. So anyway, that is everything for this video. I just wanted to share with you guys what's been working for me. Sorry about the glare there. And obviously I'm going to do a video for my 2025 lineup, but I just wanted to share because I know if you're like me, you kind of want to think things out and make sure that you do things effectively, because that's how I am as well. It's how I've wanted to do it as well. So anyway, I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that maybe it gave you some fun ideas as well and different things that you would want to look at and think about. So thank you so much for watching. I'm wishing you a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.